Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Full Circle broadcast. This is the first episode of our new show that will be launching on the Full Circle Podcast Network. I'm Jackson Hayes, editor in chief of FullCircleCinema.com. Today, I'll be joined by my managing editor, Marcos Melendez.
Hey, what's up, guys? Glad to be here. Really excited to start up this podcast series. We also have our writer here, Colin Stetzner.
Hey guys, happy to be on. Let's get started.
If you guys followed us at our former outlet, you know me and Colin were staples of that last show. So we're back to do this one, and Marcos will be joining us from time to time when his schedule sees fit. And you'll see all the regular characters, Caleb Saad and Jacob Campbell and Kellen Marak and everyone else that'll appear on the show. So that'll be the gist of it. This show is going to be mainly about the movie news, similar to the last show we did, movies, TV, all that good stuff. So we're going to try to keep on track here for the first episode. We're going to start off with some big news from this week, which is that the Avengers Endgame tickets went on sale, and there was a kind of a problem. Colin, I know me and you had issues with this, so do you want to talk about your experience trying to get tickets to the movie?
Yeah, I still haven't bought mine, but here's the
go.
thing. I live in Montana, so realistically, about 5:30, I'm gonna roll up to my theater because the first showing's at 6. I'm gonna buy my tickets and I'm gonna walk in. So I have no worries. I was just gonna buy my tickets early, in case Fandango. If you guys work from Fandango, sometimes they do like a little poster if you order online for big movies like that. And so that's what I was looking for, and so I got online and it was like 5-hour wait to get tickets, and I was like, oh my god. So it's no problem for me, and I can buy tickets now. My showing's definitely not gonna sell out, and if it does, I'm gonna be pretty surprised. But I was mainly just doing it to see if there was gonna be a poster involved, but there wasn't, so we're good. What about yours, Jackson?
See, that's irritating to me because I woke up a little late because Colin, Jacob, and I were playing Fortnite until what was it, 2 in the morning?
I was
something
like
that.
3.
2 or 3 in the morning.
Your time.
I remember.
Yeah.
That's on me. I knew I should have gotten up to get tickets, but when I got up to get tickets, I went down to my computer, popped on. I usually use Fandango. Went on Fandango, got in the queue to whatever to buy my tickets at my local AMC, and the queue wait was over an hour, and I was like, oh my god. So I was doing some other stuff, just waiting in line, and it never moved. Then it just said line has stopped, or line has paused, and it was just sitting there paused, and I was like, what does that mean? There's that many people in queue to buy this one showing at this one time, because it was only for one individual showing. You'd have to wait in line. It wasn't specifically for that theater in general. So I sat there. I was like, "Oh my god!" So it took me over almost 3 hours, and I tried 5 different websites, and they were all crashing. And people really want tickets to this movie. Marcos, what do you think? Have you got your tickets yet?
No, in my case, it's different because although the tickets started going on sale almost all over the world, mostly in the U.S., I live in Puerto Rico. And here, there's only one theater chain. They kind of have a bit of a monopoly, if you ask me. And they don't sell tickets at the same time. They sell tickets usually the same week. And there's a ton of theaters here, so I don't know, how that works. And just to give you an example, tomorrow, Shazam comes out, right? Shazam, and here, the very first day, the full on showings for Shazam, it's in the morning. So a Thursday counts as opening day. Yet the tickets only started going on sale literally as we're recording this right now, around 8 o'clock. On a Wednesday, so that's I assume that's gonna be the case with Avengers Endgame, which is gonna suck because I have to be reloading a page that's gonna be crashing because everyone on this small island, there's 4 million people on this island, half of them are trying to get tickets, and it's gonna suck. But at least the theaters are dope here, and I'm sure I'll be able to get tickets. But sometimes, for example, I think the only thing that's been close to this is probably Force Awakens.
Yeah, absolutely. The only one I've ever seen like this.
Yeah, the only line I've seen, the only time I've seen a theater, a line at my theater outside the door was for The Force Awakens.
Yeah, it broke the record pre-sales for Fandango over Force Awakens in 6 hours. It beat it, which is insane. This movie's shooting for almost $1 billion just opening weekend worldwide, which would obviously be the biggest opening of all time. But alongside that, we got a special new look at the movie, which they tend to do when they announce tickets. I didn't think we were going to get one just because the trailer released so recently, but we did, and we got about a minute long what they call a special look. And man, oh man, Marcos, let's start with you. What did you think of this special look?
I thought it was really dope. For only 1 minute, it got a lot in it. It probably has more footage than any of the previous trailers. I feel like the other trailers kind of like used old footage and a lot of just random shots. This one actually gave a lot of context to some things and gave you kind of more of a feel where the movie's gonna go. It's still really confusing because they throw a ton of stuff. Like if you haven't seen the trailer, like if you don't want to see it, then you can probably skip this part. But at the same time, it had some really dope stuff. Like to me, the main parts that I really liked that I feel like are like worth talking about is like the last shot, right? And then the shot where they're in the Milano, and because they look like two different like points of time. Because if you see Captain America's in his old suit, Black Widow has the blonde hair, and I don't know. For me, that kind of like showed that there's gonna be a passage of time, which is, I think, the only thing they really revealed in this trailer. And as well, like the ending with Captain America, Iron Man, Thor go to Thanos. I still think that like they're tricking us, and that's not like a final scene type of thing. But yeah, I think that would be dumb to show in a 1 minute trailer, and I don't think the Russo brothers would do that. So I just think it's a really cool, but it's just they're playing a lot of tricks.
I mean, Colin, we'll go to you with the same question.
Yeah, wow. I mean, we talked about this the night before because we saw somebody tweet. They're like, wake up early. It's gonna be something special, and we were all like, whatever. Like, it's just gonna be tickets. Like, we all know it's tickets. Calm down. And then I saw that special look, and I thought, and it just said special look from our tweet notification. So I was like, oh, cool. Just a little like that thing we got a couple days ago. Yeah, like a behind the scenes thing. And this was like a full ass teaser, and like it was the best one they had. It showed us so much more. It was like Margo said, I was in awe. Like that's the first thing I saw when I woke up, and I was not prepared. And if that little piece of the trailer, and then they're along with the TV spot that I'm sure a bunch of you saw later on, the I-1 Thanos one. This whole thing made me realize I'm not emotionally prepared for this movie, and I'm not sure how it's gonna go.
I mean, I'm with you. I mean, we can get into the trailer or the special look a little bit about what. One point I'll bring up, I guess, Marcos, you just alluded to a second ago, is that Captain America is wearing his Winter Soldier suit in the Milano that we see. I thought potentially when we first saw that shot in the first scene, or in the last scene of the first trailer, that they were time traveling and he needed to wear that suit for time traveling purposes. But what I'm thinking now is that he may just have to wear the suit to go off and fight because his other suit's so damaged, which is actually, really interesting to me.
Where I'm drawing a blank. What happens to his stealth suit in the Winter Soldier? Because I remember he ends up getting I remember he loses it and he has to go rob the museum to get his old costume back. I just can't remember what happens to it.
It was just confiscated with the shield stuff, but I mean, you think he'd be able to get it back after
I'm sure he could get it back
if he wanted it back.
I just couldn't remember if there was like a specific plot point.
I just think it's significant that that's the one they chose, and I guess that would be the only one still kicking because his Civil War one was wrecked in the 2 years
Avengers
in between.
One?
Well, was the Civil War one not a modification of the Age of Ultron one?
No,
or you mean the original? Oh no! Please never put that on.
Please bring that back.
Never ever put that on.
Suit. I love it, dude. I'm not even being ironic. I actually like.
Do you really?
That suit.
I hate the helmet.
Really?
The helmet's the worst part.
It's a helmet's terrible.
I just maybe it's the nostalgic vibes of.
See, I didn't mind it at the moment, but looking back on it now, it doesn't work.
It's definitely not his best. He's wearing his best suit, which is the
the stealth suit is absolutely the best suit.
It's the best. I think the suit that he has now in the Endgame is also could be a contender.
When we get the new one,
those
it could
are
be better.
Two best suits. Which brings it up. I saw a couple of theories out there that the scene where Tony asks if he trusts him, that they CGI'd his Infinity War suit.
Yeah.
Because that outfit that Tony's wearing is the one from the set photos that were in New York, which is why I think there's some validity to that.
Yeah, and
if anything.
I mean, you can kind of see he looks off. Like that whole handshake even looks off.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's those two shaking hands.
I mean,
it looks off.
And to be honest, he looked Steve looked kind of confused. He's like, "Yeah, I trust you." It was a weird I don't know. But I
mean, a lot of these trailers they've been cut. There's some of the cuts are definitely weird and a little thrown off. I mean, they also said we were gonna throw us off.
Yeah, that whole little speech Tony does in the middle, where he's like, "We're the Avengers." That's obviously cut right from Age of Ultron when he says, "We're the Avengers," and stuff like that. So they're Like I feel like a lot of the audio we've heard, like that's kind of spaced out, is just directly like cut and pasted. It's like it feels like there's very few like full sentences that we've seen in these trailers.
Yeah, I don't know if we've actually gotten like a full speech or like most of a speech. I think it's all like cut out and cut around to fit just the trailer.
Yeah.
Which is what they do. That's how trailers work. But this movie more so than any other movie.
Yeah, it's like obvious because like that whole like that some people move on, like that's clearly edited hard. You can tell if you listen to it, you can clearly tell it's two different scenes. But I mean, it's just this whole thing's like a whole misdirection, and it did get some great shots. And I think another thing it shows is Pepper's definitely the person that they cut out of the.
Which I find a little weird because I mean we had that theory originally that Pepper could be the one that they cut. I think I had that theory actually.
I don't know.
It might have been me. I don't remember.
Pat your back.
I think I think it kind of confirms that scene. That's when Stark arrives.
Right, because we see when Nebula and Rocket are holding hands. That's on the floor in front of the on the ground in front of the facility at the same place they would have landed. So, I mean,
even Rocket could have been cut out of that scene too. I mean.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, but that's that's probably the moment they come back and have to tell everyone what happened because as far as they know, they don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So the Guardians being dead, the rest of the Avengers being dead, or at least Spider-Man and
we
Doctor
see
Strange.
Nebula and Rocket kind of mourn for a second.
I mean, maybe this is. I mean, obviously this is speculation, so it's never going to be a full-on spoiler. I mean, it's just like everyone else says when they talk about speculation, like. There's 1 in a million shot I'm getting this right, but I mean, did you guys watch that TV spot we were talking about last night?
I did the new one,
and it shows Tony in the ship, and he's got that giant orange glow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a glow on his face.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that's Captain Marvel coming to save him.
That's
I am
true.
almost 100% certain on that.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's how we're gonna get him back.
It's all about the timing. There's so many different groups of people looking different, looking different outfits,
crazy.
different hair, different like in so many different spots. Yeah. So like we don't know where anyone is really.
At first, of how he looked, I just thought he was really dehydrated, and it was just like his skin discoloring.
I mean, I think after Captain Marvel, the theory that she's able to help them it intensifies. I still think it would be much of a coincidence, but we'd have to see how they do it narratively.
Well, I think here's what they do is like. Obviously, they found the pager, so they went after Nick Fury first. They were like, "Oh, we need to find Nick Fury," and I mean, they don't know what happened to Tony, and so I'm sure at this point, like they'll probably bring it up to her, like here's our bro here. He's gone. He's like, we don't know what happened to him. So I mean, maybe they're floating around, maybe just outside of Titan or something, and she finds them. I mean, that's a bit of a stretch, or maybe Nebula can send out a distress signal to Rocket or something. Like who knows? I'm just saying, like that's my best guess right now, and that's all I can say.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, we're all just guessing. We really have no idea what's actually going on.
God, no, I have no idea what happened.
I wish we could go on. To piggyback off of that, I mean, just a few minutes ago, the Disney CinemaCon panel is going on right now as we're recording. So, Marcos, do you have that pulled up so we could, expand on that a little more? Because they showed a little more footage from Endgame that we could talk about here.
Yeah, they showed some more footage. This is the same footage that they showed some shareholders a couple weeks back. I think like a month ago. And it's just basically, where the shot you see in the special, like the shot where Captain America, and the rest are in the Milano. Apparently, it's just that scene, and they're just talking about it. And let me get some of the quotes here.
And I think I did read that there's no Tony or Nebula in that scene.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just the people in that ship at that point. And then Captain America, he says the pretty much last line to kind of like hype it up. He says, "Let's go get that son of a bitch." It's like now he's gonna be cursing. This is a real movie now.
Steve, no swear words, please.
No, you kiss your mother with that mouth?
No, because she's dead.
Oh, R.I.P.
Okay.
R.I.P. Miss Rogers.
Yep. Other than that, I feel like someone said that they're trying to go to Thanos, and then that's pretty much that.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. They're
obviously, because I mean,
yeah.
As much as he hates Tony, I don't think he's gonna be calling him a bitch.
Yeah.
they're flying off to get Tony. Let's get that son of a bitch.
Let's go
that
get
traitor.
that son of a bitch.
Yeah, that son of a bitch, man.
Why are we even going after him?
Yeah.
Especially after Cap jumped him.
Yep.
I know him and Bucky just jumped him. It was a great tweet. If anyone hasn't seen that tweet, it's a great tweet.
And as well, they point out that this is probably from the first 20 minutes of the movie, so this is in no way a big spoiler or anything.
I mean, just every time I think about it, like it's gonna be 3 hours long.
Honestly, it's like
3
sounds
hours.
incredible.
Do you know
3 hours
how
long,
much?
and
You know
we
how
haven't
long that
seen-
is?
If you compile all that footage we've
We've
seen
seen,
together, I bet it's not even 5 minutes.
It's probably
Mm.
3 minutes.
Yeah, and there's you know
How long is
2 hours and 57 minutes left of that movie. I mean,
That's crazy.
2 hours
That's
and 59
like
minutes
that's
left.
Lord of the
actually.
Rings. You know.
No, how long? Okay, Return of the King is 3 hours and 20 minutes. Every
Okay.
time I watch The Return of the King, I love that movie. I feel like it's 20 minutes too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I don't. So like, hopefully 3 hours is going to be the good point.
Well, is that
where,
the
you know-
extended edition?
No, this is the. I think this is theatrical.
Really? Wow.
I think the other one's like 4 hours.
Oh, jeez.
All I know is
No,
every
and
time it's on
no
like
one-
cable, like they put that stuff on TBS, it takes like 5
Yeah.
hours.
No
to
wonder
watch.
I fall
It's
asleep.
ridiculous.
No
Oh, no,
one's.
no,
I
the
mean,
extended version is okay. The regular version is 200 minutes. The extended version is 263.
Oh,
That's over
God.
4 hours.
Yeah. Yo, that should have been.
Jesus, Peter Jackson.
You know what that
are you doing?
reminds me of? Like, you know what should have been 4 hours? Justice League, the Snyder Cut, release it. We know we have it.
Get out of here. I mean, we can jump off of that though if you want to. We can talk about something DC. Not the Snyder Cut. No, thank
Oh.
you.
Well, you know,
oh dang!
we might not have the Snyder Cut, but we have something dark and gritty again from DC. You know, from Joker trailer finally dropped.
Shazam.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shazam.
I mean, Shazam's
Dark
gonna
and
be
gritty.
incredible. I know that Jackson's really looking forward to it. He
Yeah, but
admires
we're-
David Sandberg a lot, so
give
obviously
us a
that's
couple
some-
segments. We'll be talking about Shazam.
Okay.
I have my thoughts.
Okay. Sure. So yeah, the Joker trailer dropped in early the morning. This is just after they showed it at the CinemaCon last night. So like we knew it was coming, so that was cool. Yeah, I really love the trailer. I think like it should. I think the main thing that shows that Joaquin Phoenix really invested into the role and just lost all his weight.
Yeah, he looks like Christian Bale in The Machinist. Like he looks like he
Yeah, for
lost
sure.
that kind of weight for like this role. Like he looks scary. He looks
Yeah, for
ill.
sure.
He looks intense. He looks like it's working all around for me in this trailer. I mean, it was like around 2 minutes. It was more of a teaser than a trailer. We didn't get a lot of plot, if any at all. But I mean, I think they hit on everything that people wanted. I think they also hit. I think it hit for people that weren't as interested in a Joker solo movie. But yeah, all around for me it worked. So
Yeah, we're
Yeah, I mean, when this movie was announced, I had like zero hope for it, and then Joaquin got announced, and I was like, okay. And then like that first look was even amazing, and now this trailer is just completely blown away. I'm gonna go opposite of Jackson here. I'm going full DC shill, and like this, give me this movie. I want
like
this to be one of the best movies.
Come
of the year.
on.
I mean, he's getting the Oscar nomination. Just
I'm
just
not
to be
calling
clear.
that right now.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I could see it. I could see
I
it.
mean, to be fair, I
haven't
don't want
seen
to
the
jinx
movie.
it. I mean, I don't want to jinx it though. But yeah, it looks
Jackson, trust me, I know these things.
sure. Just like Bradley Cooper got a director nomination. You know,
He deserved it. Don't get me started. He deserved it.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, other than Joaquin Phoenix, you got the cast of almost the entire cast of Atlanta in the movie. Oh, okay. No one watches Atlanta. Nice.
I mean, I don't. I can't.
That's
so.
wow. That's nice.
I mean,
Well,
I
you
can't
know,
imagine, man,
if you don't like good television,
just
you don't
haven't.
watch Atlanta. So yeah, Atlanta's really good. It got Zazie Beetz in it. Brian Tyree Henry. They look fantastic in it. They don't say a single thing, but you know they're gonna be the good parts in the movie. Todd Phillips directing looks really good. I do like how it looks. Interestingly enough, they didn't shoot it on film. I'm gonna go a little technical here. They shot on these really big digital cameras, and that's if you watch the trailer, that's why it's so. Almost like you're watching an IMAX trailer. Like there's like nothing on top and bottom. Like it's kind of like the whole trailer is the entire screen. So that was interesting, since you know.
I, mean, yeah, I didn't know that, and like that is interesting. That's I don't know how many movies are doing this now. That's a cool concept. I mean, it's better. I mean, like we were talking the other day. I mean, people really care about IMAX ratios and stuff. I mean, that's not something I'm super, that's important to me. But I mean, if this movie's gonna be basically like an IMAX movie, and you're not gonna have to watch it in IMAX, I think that's cool. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, obviously that's not the main point you take from the trailer, but you know, I like that. You have to be a true cinephile to notice that. But of
To
course,
enjoy this movie, you're
yeah,
gonna have to be a
exactly.
cinephile.
You put your cinephile shirt on and watch it.
I'm gonna watch it with my Pulp Fiction poster.
You're like, yep, no, Taxi Driver.
Oh yeah. My
I mean,
Taxi
it's
Driver.
basically Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, but you know, with the Joker. which isn't a bad concept, of course.
That's an astute
No.
point, Marcos.
And we don't even know how much like the Joker this is actually gonna like be. Like it could just be like, oh, that's basically our influence. Which I mean, I know he's gonna be dressed up like a clown. Like I'm not stupid or anything, and I know it is the Joker, but like this, he could just be like a basis of the concept.
Yeah.
Do you think they refer to him as the Joker?
No, I don't think maybe like towards the
Nah.
end or something, but
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, they were like the way Thomas Wayne was talking on the thing. Like obviously he has some kind of impact on the city. So I'm just wondering if they just they give him the name or.
oh yeah, it'll. I bet it'll be like a news broadcast or something, or like a newspaper. You'll see like a.
That's always how it is.
thing.
No one ever gives himself a name.
I mean, you can't. It's kind of lame to give yourself a name.
I mean, you can save face that way if someone gives you a dumb name.
Well, true. I mean,
Like Tony Stark almost had to do it.
Yeah, but he liked it, so that's why he owned up to it.
I'm just saying you could save face there. Not. I mean Thor's name. His name is just Thor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's his name, so shit, he's gonna have to like it or not.
I guess.
I guess.
Can't pick your own. I mean, you can't pick your own name. Odin picked that shit for
I
him.
bet Thomas just looks directly into like the TV and goes, Joker.
This Joker.
This Joker of a guy.
man. Oh, like
He's like a Joker in the deck. You never know where he's gonna come out.
he's like, what am I? Some kind of clown prince of crime?
That'd be a full on Han Solo thing. What's your last name? Who are your people?
Clown
They're
prince of
clowns.
crime?
Oh, like a Joker. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'll call you Joker.
You go to Zazie Beats and she's like, hey, my name is whatever. And then he's like, yeah, Harley Quinn. He's like, what?
Oh, that's
I named you Harley Quinn.
She walks into a random office. Oh, you should use your real last name, Quinn. It's really
Quinn.
nice.
Okay.
Looking at you, Christopher Nolan.
Oh, God. Christopher Nolan,
Hey,
David
that was a
Sandberg, who's
nice
next?
name.
Yeah, it was a nice name, but God, could that have been more tacked on?
So dumb.
Like,
Imagine having your name be
It
Robin.
felt so unnecessary.
it's like, ugh. Like, why was that in there?
I was like, I should have watched that and been like, oh, that's awesome. He was Robin. But instead, I was like, what the
Cool.
fuck? Why did they put that? Why did that happen?
Yeah, why was that necessary? Like, why? In what world? That's how you know Nolan didn't give a crap about the comic books. He was
He's
just
like, yeah.
some random dude's name was Robin.
Hey,
I don't think he cared about that movie too much anymore. I think he just
Oof,
wanted to make his movies.
Hot take.
I bet he
I
even.
mean, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying he probably
Yeah.
was like, fuck, I don't want
It's
to make Batman anymore.
it's an average
Yeah.
movie. Average to
It's
good.
a fine movie. Yeah.
He wanted you to enjoy the movie, but by the end of it, not one another one. He's like, yeah,
He
I'm
was
done.
tired. He was tired. That's why he only produced Man of Steel. What would a Christopher Nolan Man of Steel look like?
I don't know. It would have been worse than Man of Steel.
Superman would have just been a guy who's slightly stronger.
It definitely would have been worse than Man of Steel.
He was
No,
just a
that's
slightly
right.
stronger guy.
He's not a Superman guy.
Love would save him in the fourth dimension.
You know he would be a good Superman director, although he already has seems like he already has another franchise.
Henry Cavill.
David F. Sandberg. He would direct a good Superman movie. Okay.
I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that right now.
We can't get into this in case we get an interview with him.
We have a story.
He can't listen to this.
We have a story in between. He can listen to this, and
I
he'll
mean,
hear
we're-
me out.
Yeah, well, we're all fans of him. Just not Jackson. That's not our fault, okay?
Listen, it's not like I've seen his body. Not like I've not seen his body work. I saw Lights Out. Not a good movie. Sorry.
Have you guys seen Shazam yet?
No.
I have not. I don't think any of us were privy to the fan screenings.
I don't think
I know
anyone in
Marcos. I
Montana
know
was
Marcos
privy to the
really
fan
wanted it really
screenings.
bad. But did they even have any in Puerto Rico, Marcos?
Nah, I DM'd, like, I straight up messaged the theater chain. They replied 2 weeks after.
2 weeks after the screening.
No.
Like 2 days before release. It was like literally a couple days ago. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to have, like, the release this Thursday.
Yeah, no.
I'm like,
Yeah,
wow, no
we're just
kidding,
We're just
right?
gonna release it. I could have gone, but I chose not to in protest.
Loser.
For those of you who don't
Loser.
know, I can't really explain why I have beef with David Sandberg. It's a little inside baseball, but I not a fan of the guy. Not a fan of the way he operates on social
to be
media.
fair, he has no clue who Jackson is, so that's all.
No, he doesn't, but I know him, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
I've had beef with many famous people that don't know that I have beef with them, but I still have the beef.
Ryan Johnson, wow.
The thing is, like,
Don't you say his name? It's like saying Candyman.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Colin, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
Something?
God, that got awkward for a second. I was taking a drink. I thought we were gonna move on.
You're about to say something. So I was like,
I was gonna make a Watchmen joke about you, like you being in there with him, but I think.
Yeah.
I'm in here with him. He's not in here with me.
Okay.
He doesn't know who I am, but I damn know well who he is. All right. I mean, let's just get into that. We'll skip the next story. It's not all that significant. So we'll get into. We're gonna preview Shazam for you guys before the movie comes out this Friday or Thursday previews for whoever's going a day early. Marcos, let's kick off with you since you're the biggest
DC
supporter
show.
of Shazam in here.
It's gonna be dope.
I think
It's
I'm a
gonna be
bigger
really
DC
good.
shill than you, to be honest. But
You're
we'll
not
see.
very. You're fake.
I mean, CW verse. But
Right, I love the CW verse. I love Doom Patrol.
You
I
know
love Wonder
exactly.
Woman.
Like you love
who
the
doesn't
CW
love
verse.
Doom Patrol?
I mean,
Okay, but I do love it. And I love the CW. Marcus doesn't watch the CW. I watch the CW.
I watched it, and reviewed it for like a few seasons at Superman movies. And I wanted to pull out my hair.
Okay, well I did too, but I didn't pull out my hair. I just watched
Well,
a good
I
episode.
almost.
I just watched a good episode of Legends of Tomorrow today, where they travel back to the '70s Mexico during the Luchador era. Okay, and a werewolf man was wrestling. So
That's
I like stuff.
Spoiler.
a good episode in CW is like finding a needle in a haystack.
I can name 50
mean-
good episodes. You know how many good episodes I can name of Titans? Not as many.
The first 2 seasons of Flash are good.
Yeah, the 4 seasons of Arrow are really good.
Oof. Yeah, but
How
you
many
have to watch.
seasons of
It's
Titans
like
are good?
every other
Okay.
season.
Okay, but like the bad definitely outweighs the worst in this, or the bad definitely outweighs the good in this.
I don't know.
In
It depends. You'd have to take each season by season because is every season of Supergirl bad? I don't know because I haven't watched it.
I was gonna say this. I don't know. 'cause I haven't
Supergirl's
watched it.
bad.
Like I tried to watch like the first 4 episodes and I was like I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Superman's good.
I watched the Superman episodes. He's good. Yeah, I like him, but I like Melissa Benoist, but I don't like the show.
No kidding.
It's a bad show.
Well,
Yeah.
anyways,
I'm just stalling because I don't want to talk about Shazam.
yeah. Well, obviously Shazam is gonna surpass the quality of all these CW shows.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, definitely will. I mean, just
I'm gonna side with you on that one.
yeah. Well,
Have you seen Arrow season 5?
oh my God, here we go again. Old man's
Listen, that old man yells at Cloud.
Man yells at Cloud.
old man yells
Listen,
like Cloud.
I'm 10 steps ahead of you, and you don't even know what game we're playing yet. So
Exactly. You're playing chess because you're
Stop.
old.
what does that mean?
You're playing chess. Marco's playing Fortnite.
I'm playing Fortnite. That works. Okay, anyways, Shazam. Yeah, Shazam is really dope. I mean, all the trailers are awesome. Even the one that that we exclusively saw, the better trailer, Sandberg, the better one.
We can't talk about that.
Oh, okay. Well, oh yeah, the humming. Yeah. I mean,
if my sources are correct on this, I've heard rumblings that I might be a happy camper after Friday when I go see the
Yeah.
movie, and I may have some words for David F. Sandberg about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, he's gonna at David saying like, "Hey, I really loved the movie. Can you retweet me?"
I would never want to retweet from him. I don't need it.
I know what you're talking about, and if this is true, and if what I'm thinking you're talking about is true, then I'm gonna be very, very happy.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna be happy, but I'm also gonna be upset.
I'm sure the listeners right now are very satisfied for this not being in the loop.
How about we talk about it? I'll tease you. If it does come to fruition, I'll talk about it next week.
Okay, you know what? That's a fair deal.
If the movie's out, I can talk about it. Talk about it
Okay,
just
that's
fine.
a fair deal. Okay.
David F. Sandberg may never come on the show, but I'll still do it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Shazam. Back to Shazam. For the love of God. I mean, look. The only review you have to read is Full Circle Cinema's review.
That should be coming out this week. I believe James is reviewing it.
I mean, it's
wait,
already
did
out.
he? Oh, he already
Yikes,
reviewed it? James
yikes.
already reviewed it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's been a long day.
Hey, so we're looking for a new editor in chief that's not 80
It's
years
been a long
old.
day, guys. It's been a long day.
HMU.
Oh my God. But yeah, and that he gave it what, a 9? I'm going to review it right now. Yeah, he gave it a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's a great.
That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh God. We had someone else see it. He didn't review it, but he also gave it an 8 out of 10. So
Mhm.
I mean, this is top tier DC. This is
Okay,
Wonder
well,
Woman level
as
DC.
the
This is-
editor in chief, I know that our critics are paid by DC. So,
Well,
if it's
tell you
Wonder
right now.
Woman level DC, then I'm not interested.
this is next
Colin,
level
you
DC.
hang up the phone right now. Get off this call.
But yeah, you know why I'm so excited for Shazam? Not only just because it's DC, but I feel like it's like a different movie. Like I feel like this is gonna be like a callback to kind of the older movies, kind of the older family movies, but at the same time like
Oh, like the
infusing
bad
super.
movies, like Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Not like
Okay.
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever.
not like big or anything
Superman
like that.
4. Big,
Nice.
yeah, of course, it's gonna be a callback from Big. They
Big
call
and
back Big in the
Ghostbusters.
trailer.
I'm
Marcos.
so,
We
I'm
know they call
I'm,
back
I'm
to Big.
sorry, Jackson. Casablanca is not my favorite movie just because it is yours. Decide when
Like
you're.
those-
We'll always have Man of Steel.
I will find him.
Yo, it's gonna be Man of Steel level, which means it's gonna be masterpiece.
I mean, I'd be fine with Man of Steel. I dig Man of Steel.
Yeah,
Who
Man
doesn't like-
of Steel is dope. You're about to say who doesn't like Man of Steel, huh?
Yeah, I was about to say, but I was like, wait, good amount of
Lots
people
of
don't
people.
like Man of Steel.
Lots of people don't like Man of Steel.
That's their own problem. They need to wake up from their dream world. All right, but for I mean, I'm excited for the movie, but I have my own personal biases against it, which is my own beef. But I mean, I loved all the trailers. The first trailer, like, I was so into last year at Comic-Con. I remember I was so excited because they just dropped it randomly. I was so pumped for it. And I mean, as time has gone on, I've grown more cynical about it for reasons I'll talk about next week. If what happens, if what I heard happens. But yeah, Colin, what are you excited for?
One thing I'm not excited for is that this is a Christmas movie and I'm watching it in April. And honestly, I don't care
It's a good point.
about.
It's
I mean,
cold
I care.
outside,
I'm
but it's, like,
excited for
warm
this
outside.
movie, but all I want is Endgame. The best thing was I did see. Did you guys see that like little commercial they did where it was like the best superhero movie since last month?
Yes. I mean,
Like
listen,
that's top
I
notch
wish
marketing.
they
The
would
marketing
release.
for this movie has been amazing, and I am excited for it, and it should be good.
But yeah, we're all on the Endgame train. We're all just sitting here
Yeah.
waiting. I think most of us are just gonna sit in our houses until April 25th, just waiting.
Yeah, well.
I've been watching just Marvel movies, like I'm trying to get through this, guys. I can't.
See, honestly, between Game of Thrones and Avengers, I'm not. There's Shazam isn't even really on my radar. I'm gonna go see it, but like it's not.
But
I'm
I-
not all that excited.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Pet Cemetery before it. Like,
Oh well, that's Colin's call.
That's
I don't do all that.
interesting. Well, I'm gonna binge. I mean,
Booyah.
I'm gonna watch Batman v Superman a few times because obviously Endgame is based off that. So yeah.
well, yeah. Did you see the Trinity shot? The Russos basically ripped off that Zack
I
Snyder.
swear to
You
God,
get-
they took his script.
Do you think DCU stands do DCU rewatches?
Probably.
when-
It would be it'd be really easy to, but
But like, do you think they do it?
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
yes. Yeah.
I've never heard of it
Yeah.
though. I've never heard of it. I don't
You know
think
what?
it's a thing.
Screw you, Jackson. I'm gonna rewatch every DCU.
Yeah, man.
Even
Have
though
fun.
I don't own.
Have fun.
Even though I don't own Justice League or Wonder Woman.
I have a digital copy of Wonder Woman I can send you.
I own Suicide Squad though. So
Oh my
that's-
god. You
Well,
don't
I know.
own Wonder Woman, but you own Suicide Squad? Jesus.
Seriously, like how disgusting is that? Like I will actually say I would rather own Wonder Woman than Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I would hope so, Colin.
Oh,
My
yeah.
God.
Look, I mean, like I was in the store. It was sitting there like a big hunka. I picked it up.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Were you excited about those Birds of Prey set photos that had a stunt double or a stand-in for Jared Leto?
If that means we're getting rid of Jared Leto Joker, the fuck yeah, I'm excited for it.
Do you think they're just gonna drop like an anvil on the house? Just so they'll be like, oh, he's
If it
dead.
just,
We'll
like,
never see him
blew
again.
up, like I wouldn't care. I mean, I wish they would just can everything. Anyone associated with this universe should just be canned, and let's just start anew.
I mean,
Oh.
it's too late for that. I mean, they
Yeah.
should get rid of Zachary Levi and definitely David Sandberg, but that is
Well,
what
no,
it
they
is.
could
What?
start. They could start anew with those two.
Yo, Jackson.
Not my hashtag. Not my Shazam.
Upon that rock, we will build our church.
We build our church.
Church of Snyder.
Wake up from your dream world.
That church is already gone, like burned down. As sad as it is to say.
It'll be David Sandberg's church now, but it'll be a weird cult. Be a weird cult that nobody wants to join. It's like Scientology,
It's like weird, but like they only talk about good movies.
and they only threaten children in malls.
Oh God. Oh,
Listen,
God.
if listen to anyone who listens to this, if David Sandberg wants to come and fight me on this show, I'll do it. I'll have a one-on-one with David Sandberg
On the show, we'll live stream it on Twitter, YouTube.
on Twitch, Vimeo. We'll ask
Twitch,
Zack Snyder
oh.
for Vimeo.
For,
well,
no.
Vero?
Vimeo, Vero.
Oh, Vero, whatever crap
Yeah.
social media he uses.
He's on Twitter now.
Yeah.
Wake up from your dream world.
Yeah, you're right.
Wake
I'm
up.
sorry. I just live in a perpetual state of dream world. All right.
Batman kills. Get
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, he also embezzles money from his company. Who thinks about that?
That's true. No one's ever brought this up before. No one has ever brought this up before. Is that Batman?
Nolan
Bruce Wayne
kind of
should be in
touched on
prison.
it.
He's
like,
a
a little
crook.
bit.
Bruce Wayne should be in prison.
Like Lucius Fox and him a little bit discussed it. Not like embezzlement, but like they were stealing stuff from the company. Like they
Oh,
made it
just like-
prototypes. Like he didn't have the things built because that would be embezzling.
I never thought about that. Batman is a criminal. I've woken up from my dream world. Batman
Get
is a
woke.
criminal.
Superman lied to America. All right, he lied to
How
America.
did he lie to America?
He
I
doesn't
don't know,
pay
but
his
that's what
taxes.
That's
That's
what Zack
why.
Snyder said. He said he lied to America.
He doesn't pay his taxes. Well, I'm sure he pays taxes.
He lied to
actually.
America
Clark
when he
Kent.
walked up to that podium and everyone burned alive around him, and he just stood there real sad until the ultimate cut.
I mean, look, we all know the truth that Superman voted
That was
for
the
Trump.
worst thing ever. Why couldn't they keep that
To
10
keep the
seconds in
important
where he saves somebody? Like,
Because that's a
Why?
dream world. Because that's a dream world, Colin.
It's a dream
they
world.
d- no, apparently not, because Zack Snyder put that in his director cut. I mean, Christ's
No,
sake.
it's a dream world.
I think apparently WB couldn't stand to let him save one person after that goddamn explosion.
Yeah, they couldn't waste the 30 seconds it took to show the scene. They had to just throw it in there.
I don't know,
Oh my
man.
god.
It's a
We
master.
gotta wait for my dream world.
I mean,
And
low
somehow there's
key.
supposed to be a discussion about Shazam, but we haven't talked about Shazam. But
I mean, I tried to. You kept bringing up how you
Low-key,
hate
like, what am I
David
supposed to say
Sandberg.
besides I'm excited?
I know, like,
don't know
Loki, what
anything
am I
about the
supposed to say? Get your tickets now?
I mean, I guess. I mean, you could probably wait until it shows because no one's gonna go watch this movie anyways. But
you're right. I mean, dude, it's gonna get buried by Endgame in a couple weeks. The legs on this movie will be nothing.
imagine that. Imagine being stupid enough to release your movie like
That's my
It's
problem.
counterproductive.
Also,
weeks
right,
before
also
Endgame.
right before Game of Thrones. Like, no one cares. All right,
Bro,
the
you're
two
like the
biggest
only person
events
that
I
doesn't
would
like
she.
Shazam.
I
of
would
the
she is
decade
Shazam
are
before
coming right
Game
now.
of Thrones.
Or you don't watch Game of Thrones, so you don't understand.
I mean,
That's a plug for our
unless you
Game of
wanna
Thrones show
count
coming next
I would
week.
say Infinity War is bigger than Game of Thrones, but
Our Game of Thrones show's coming next week, so be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
boo.
And if you like me and Colin, we have a show coming soon too, so be on the lookout
Ooh.
for that.
What is it?
I'll take your booze after I was booing Bryce Harper last night. Ooh,
That's a little hint for you.
Big
Probably
oof.
supposed to say.
Big oof.
Sports pod. Wow.
I got a Bryce Harper scoop for you. You want to hear some inside
What's
info?
that?
I've got some
Oh,
rumblings.
That's actually true.
That he hit a two banger against the Nationals.
No,
last
that
night,
he,
across
that
the heart
he's
of
a
millions.
sellout and overrated. Big old traitor,
I don't know, man. That
Big old-
shot was
big old
pretty big.
Benedict Arnold.
Bro, he's human
Whatever.
too.
Wake up from your dream world, okay? All right, this is the real
Wake up
world.
from the dream world. Bryce Harper is a demon in the real world. Jokes. I love him. He's still one of my favorite players of all time.
That was quick.
He became the biggest villain in Washington D.C. and that's something. And that's saying something.
What a night last night. If you didn't watch that game, though, what a night. I mean,
I was at the game. Okay.
the game starts out with a strikeout for him. I mean, I was losing. I was like, woo! I mean, I was like,
That's what I
I
was
love Bryce
doing.
Harper, like I
Yeah.
said, but I was like, oh my god, like this is perfect, and it was such a perfect pitch, and he swung for the fences,
and he just missed, and he whiffed
Oh,
it.
that's what you dream about. If you're a Nationals fan, and I'm sure
That
you
was-
were losing. To
Oh,
Jackson,
the
that's just
entire
what you
stadium
dream
lost
of.
their minds.
That's what you dream of, and then he hits that 2-run shot late. I think in like the 8th inning.
I
was like,
left in the 7th,
yes,
so to be fair, I
yes.
didn't see the bat flip because that's disrespectful, and I won't have.
I would have flipped my. That would have been the biggest bat flip in the history of MLB, if I was Bryce Harper.
Nice. We put elevator music in that whole segment.
that. There's one tear going down Marcus's face right now. Like, who's Bryce Harper? David
Bryce
Sandberg?
Same word.
Okay.
It's
Would
not
you
the guy-
rather
it's not the
fight
guy on
David Sandberg
Titans.
or Bryce Harper?
Can it be like a 3-way cage match?
Where Jackson just dies.
They team up against me, and then Ryan Johnson comes in as the 4th guy.
Oh, and he just.
He shoots it on like film.
He shoots on film. Yeah.
But then you end up winning because it subverts our expectations.
Everyone bet against me, and then I win. Turns out Bryce Harper was a good guy the whole time, and he threw the match.
Yeah.
All right, people don't
Good
care
guy,
about what we're
Bryce
talking about
Harper.
anymore.
They
mean,
clicked off a while
Let's be
ago.
honest, guys. Do you ever really care what I have to say?
I don't
Yeah.
think they do, but that's the whole point of it.
They saw like whoever was watching on YouTube, because this is only on YouTube because we don't have a budget now. You just clicked
get a-
on
yeah.
to like a David
Yeah,
Dobrik
we're
video on
penny
the side.
pinching.
Yeet, how much is it to put our podcast stuff up?
I mean,
Yes.
enough where it could be annoying. So like,
This-
we're penny pinching right now.
Okay, well let's talk about this after. Maybe we could work something out.
Oh, is Colin gonna fund us?
Oh,
I mean, perhaps. I'm gonna buy the bank.
buy the bank. Buy
I bought the
house.
bank. What a dick move.
I mean,
How'd you get that house back?
What a way to
Okay.
stunt on the guy who has no money and no job.
Yeah.
I was stunning him. You killed him.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I kicked your ass. I basically got you killed, and now I own your house, basically.
I own your
What's
house. So,
Superman
like, I'm going to
deceased
foreclose
Martha?
on you if you cross me again. It was all a long con. If there's a 1% chance that he's our enemy, I have to buy his home and foreclose on it so his mom has to be homeless.
That's his game plan. He doesn't care about him
That's,
anymore.
you know, guess
That's
what?
his game
That's
plan.
the end.
That's
game.
his end game.
Yo, Justice League Endgame.
This is the end game.
I mean, Justice League 2 was basically Endgame, so wake up
I
from
mean,
your
it
dream-
was. It
wake up
makes
from
the
your dream
whole
world.
Snyder script.
Wake up from your dream world.
So-
All right, everyone. I mean, go see Shazam, I guess, if you want to. And if not, don't. I don't really care. It's not up to me.
Go see Henry Cavill's replacement as the new lead of the. What is this? What is it called now? Is it it's not DCU.
The DC worlds of the cinematic
worlds of
universe.
DC. Because Superman's gone and Batman's gone and who knows what we're doing. Go see
My
Shazam.
man.
My man.
Well, you sound just like Jason Momoa. That was like
Yeah, I was
that was like
saying.
pitch perfect.
My man.
My man.
Okay.
That ain't over yet.
Okay, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course, follow me at BizGamer9. Okay.
Don't
Forget
follow
full-
him.
What? Why?
You know why.
I only have 350 followers.
Yeah, I know. I have 500 followers. So
Oh well. Oh,
Follow
well,
Full
flex.
Circle Cindy.
yeah, at full circle.
You still can't say it.
I can't say it. Couldn't say it on the Captain Marvel one. Can't say it on this one.
Yep.
Embarrassing.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a spoiler review for Shazam. I won't be on it because I don't care enough,
That's
but
lame.
Marcos will probably be on it.
I hope so.
All right, be on the lookout for that, and be on the lookout for the Game of Thrones show, and be on the lookout for the sports show. Those are all in the works, and then we'll be back every week with this show. So thank you for listening. I've been Jackson. Marcos, if you wanna, or you already said goodbye. Colin, if you want to say goodbye to the people.
I have and always will be Colin Sessner.
That's until you get married, and then you change your name, and you'll be somebody else.
Colin Sandberg.
Colin, that's enough out of you. Colin F. Sandberg. All right, yeah, like Marcos said, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment, a nice comment, please. And if you've
Please
if,
comment.
if you've listened this long, I owe you a digital code. So we'll see you guys next week.
Comment strawberries for it.